I've been a scuba diver for over 20 years, definitely enjoy the sport. And almost on every dive, at the end of the dive, I have this desire to spend more time underwater. It was really just a matter of serendipity of finding out there is another complete style of diving called saturation diving that allows you to live underwater or spend extended periods of time, days at a time. And so that was kind of interesting. I also went out and I tried this experience in Key Largo, Florida, and just completely loved it. It was one of the best experiences of my life and also one of the worst experiences of my life. And just given my experience in using techniques like design thinking or being an engineer, I saw a path to allow recreational divers, marine scientists, and ocean conservationists to be able to use this other technique that was really not accessible to the majority of us. And the third thing was really understanding when you look at the stress of our oceans and the health of corals, the fact that there is a need to accelerate the impact that we can have in some of the coral restoration efforts. So when I saw all of those different things, I said, yes, there is possible to design a business that has both commercial viability, but then also environmental impact as well. What excites me about this project is the ability to have global scale and impact. It's really coral health around the globe that is at risk. And I believe that when we scale this business to its global potential, we will be able to help nations around the world and billions of people possibly benefit from having healthier, stronger corals and accelerated marine research. So one of the challenges we've had right now is understanding how to get regulatory approvals to operate in different markets, even at this early stage of our business. And so while I'm a mechanical engineer by training and my co-founder is a specialist in finding pharmaceuticals from the sea, one area where we do not have a lot of domain expertise is in regulatory requirements. A technique that we've used before is to identify students who are operating in a particular area where they have that expertise and get them to help us. And that's what we'd like to do in this area of regulatory approval. So we plan on hiring a law student, someone that specializes in maritime law or law of the sea, that help us navigate this whole aspect of regulations that are required to operate, whether that's in the United States, in the Caribbean, or in another global domain. And then also help with filing of these different applications, etc. Definitely yes, without hesitation. And so that could be as simple as when we deploy one of our habitats off of the coast of North Carolina, being able to use it for research in the same way that UNCW used to have an underwater habitat called Aquarius. And so that's one direct way where students, researchers could leverage our platform to move forward with their particular research, maybe possibly partnering with grants and other research opportunities directly, not just using a habitat as a service. And then finally, collaborating as we move to accelerate this technology and move it forward, both on a business side and then also on the research side as well. Number one, I'm a first-time founder as well as the balance of my team. And so while you have a great idea, you're always trying to understand, is this really going to work? You know, kind of your gut is telling you, but how do you continue to validate that? And being able to get micro grants or seed funding or pre-seed funding is definitely one way for us to validate that and move forward. In addition, once we have that self-validation, as we start going to investors and community experts, etc., it always helps to say, here's an organization that's been able to validate what we've been working on. Also, as we go to accelerator programs and other things to continue to move our business as we go from pre-seed, pre-revenue to seed, Series A, Series B, etc., those are all ways to help us. And then just getting on the radar of angel investors, venture capital groups, or even applying for non-dilutive funding, these micro grants or pre-seed grants are another way to help us really start to get traction and really help accelerate the domino effect of getting our businesses forward. So once again, we're super excited to be in the Stardust family. Thank you.